Welcome back to Vanessa's podcast, and today I'm here to talk about self-published author still indie author? So I found that article. It was sent to me by Agora Books, and I found it pretty interesting. There's so many subjects, I never know where to go to read the next interesting thing about author. So sometimes, it just take me a while to decide on which one I'm going to read and which one I'm going to dismiss. But I thought this one was worth sharing with all of you. So first of all, thank you for being a long-time friend and long-time follower, a fan, or just a supporter. I appreciate all of you. I appreciate everybody who downloads or listens to any of my episodes. And I try my best to give you diversity. So sometime I might give you different insight about different things, or maybe a boring episode that happens. And sometimes I might give you a better episode. Like I said before, if you have any idea or any subject, any things that you need to get answer about, and you want me to mention you in here or mention your question, please don't hesitate. All you have to do is send me an email or complete the form on the website. Alright, so let's get started. So, 12 years ago, on the eve of a modern day indie author revolution, few writers aspired to self-publish. Self-publishing was seen as a fool's errand. So picture yourself. They're saying 12 years ago. I think it's longer than that. Picture yourself, this person who's thinking about self-publishing in the old days. You are going to be seen as a fool. Back then, self-publishing was, you're going to go nowhere. You were going to fail immediately, and you were going to be damn fool for doing it or even thinking about it. Actually, it wasn't even a trend, and it wasn't even a thing. At the time, many writers embraced the false narrative that only publishers and literary agents possess the divine wisdom to decide which writers are worthy of publication. I think that's what kept it so great, so intriguing and magical, and something you want to be able to access, because if it's too easy to access, then it doesn't become very valuable, is it? It was a different era back then. Ebooks accounted for less than 1% of the book market. Can you believe that? Ebooks back then were 1%. Now it's higher than retailer books, or publisher company publishing books, any paper book on major retail businesses, bookstore. Self-publishing was all about print. Without an agent, it was difficult to get the backing of a publisher. And without a publisher, it was nearly impossible to get books into physical bookstore, where most readers discovered and purchased books. So, of course, early self-published author failed. Retail distribution has always been critical to a book's success. Like anybody born in the 80s and 90s or 70s, you all know that. It doesn't seem old to you. It will just seem like it's just the way it was. The more store that carry a book, and the more prominent the placement within each store, the greater the sales. Once a print book lost retail distribution or lost prime shelf space, sales plummeted. Physical shelf space has always been precious to the author and expensive to the retailer. When booksellers moved their store online and opened the e-book store, it created new opportunities for self-published authors. For the retailer, virtual shelf space is cheap and unlimited. Around 2007, the major booksellers began opening their virtual shelves to self-published ebooks, making self-published ebook discoverable to readers alongside the ebook from traditional publisher. So now there were market space for self-published author on their own and self-published book published with traditional publishers. The new opportunity was nothing short of revolutionary. Self-published ebook authors began hitting national and international bestseller lists. The industry, to the mutual surprise of writers and publishers everywhere, learned that readers care more about great writing than they care about the name of the publisher. So it allowed undiscovered great writers to be seen and to do it on their own. Self-published authors celebrated their newfound freedom to publish and distribute. They celebrated their vanquishing of the gatekeeper, the agent and publisher whom they perceive as having wrongly denied them opportunity to reach readers. Authors learned to do the hard work of publishers, and often they did it better. In the absence of large marketing budget, and we all know what that budget is. We're talking about $599, $699, $1,000, $2,000 fees. They pioneered new best practice for ebook publishing, pricing, and marketing. Each time a self-published author hit a bestseller list, it inspired other writers to take a second look at ebook self-publishing. The stigma of self-publishing faded with each success. By 2011, self-published authors began to self-identify as indie author. They wore the identity as a badge of pride. Indie became the cool kids. So that was me in 2007. I started to self-identify as an indie author because I was doing all the publishing, marketing, advertising work myself. And any other social engagement out there, such as reaching bookstores, also to have like a book signing event, stuff like this. And I was always behind, like I was saying in so many other live video and other podcasts I mentioned, and I was always behind everybody on that because it took me a while to get back to believing that I could write and be published, but also to realize that self-publishing was possible and a thing. And it took me until 2017 when I realized it was there. I know I could have probably get back in 2015, but it took me so long to finally believe in myself. So that's why so many other people were still stuck in like the low self-esteem. They're just not comfortable enough to just launch themselves, like to just go for it. They really need to get back on track, like in trend, because like everybody else is in it, and you should not be wasting your time trapped in your low self-esteem cage. And believe in you. Believe in your story. Believe and you can write. It's your life. You gotta take it by the horn. Anyway. With a retail distribution problem solved, indie authors turned their attention to promotion. The virtual store shelves were growing more cluttered by the day with ebooks from indie and traditional publishers. Smart indies set to work breaking the code for discoverability. This code was a retailer algorithm. Algorithms are computer programs that retailers use to automatically determine when, where, and how one book is made more discoverable to readers than another. such as keywords. Authors began shifting their marketing focus to please the algorithm, especially those of Amazon. Amazon's ever-changing algorithm quickly became the subject of lore. A sudden tweak could decimate an author's sale overnight, or it could catapult an unknown author to bestseller-dom. Bestseller-dom, a whole word altogether. I'm learning new words today. Amazon kept moving the cheese in the algorithm and policy maze. Gotta say that writer wrote that article, it's really good. 2011, Amazon introduced KDP Select, which most of you all know out there. What is KDP? If you don't, it's time for you to punchline this into Google Stream and get started and learn, which promise greater discoverability and more ebook promotion tools for indie authors who made their book exclusive to Amazon. Thousands of indie authors embraced the new option with gusto. Soon, over 1 million indie ebooks could only be purchased at Amazon. In other words, Amazon convinced indie authors to abandon all retail distribution. Sorry there, I don't want to sound like a robot. I am a person, so I'm gonna make sure when I do a tiny little dialogue in between and give you my opinion. Okay, it is no coincidence that following the introduction of KDP Select, other competing ebooks stores saw their sale plateau or begging a precipitous decline. These retailers began losing the millions of customers who wanted ebooks that could only be purchased at Amazon. That's how big Amazon was. So basically, we're stealing the other platform chains to make a sales because they didn't distribute their book, and some books were only available on Amazon. Even authors who resist the siren calls of KDP Select and distribute to all retailers do 70% or more of sales through Amazon. If a self-published author is earning 70% or more of their income from a single retailer, can they honestly call themselves an indie author? Because the term indie author basically saying everything on you, so it should be saying 100% basically. But you know what? The truth is that even though they say 70%, you do not get 70% at all. You get like 30%. Because I don't know how they always add up so many fees. You see nothing. That's my experience with KDP Amazon. They do all the advertisements. You get all the self-promotion for up to 3 months. You get up to 9 promotion. I gotta check on the number. And you get to do all these giveaways and you get this offer platform. You get all this stuff. That's great. You get to reach worldwide to sell your book in all of those different countries, and they do all the work, the cover book, everything. But you get nada in income. You get no money. I've got $30 or $50 in 4 years. So no, that's not where you're going to make profit at all. If you make any profits, if you buy your book in bulk and then you go sell it 10 times the price, or you find a company who is actually going to promote you, set up, shop or store, or you're just gonna actually get, or either you're gonna get a contract or a check and then maybe you get paid, but Amazon doesn't pay anything. So it's not too late for self-published authors have traded one gatekeeper for another. Unlike the traditional publishing gatekeeper of yesterday that sought to preserve the value of books, the business model for the new gatekeeping overlord is all about stripping suppliers of pricing power, profit, and independence. It's not too late for self-published authors to take back their independence, but time is running out. Authors should reject KDP Select exclusivity as antithetical to author independence and embrace broad distribution.